The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Get it!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw, Huntley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Huntley to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And That's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's go now.
Running right, here's Sanders. The Eagles at 9-6 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Buffalo 18.
On second and very short, Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Huntley. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Dragon 60.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
18 runners.
Back to throw. Huntley. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Let's go now.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Cut 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, Huntley. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On the jump.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
19,
On 4th down, Huntley. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Dragon 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. Open man is the tight end Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off play action. Huntley. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go now.
Another run here with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
On the ball, on the ball.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Okay, ready?
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A give running left. It's Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
19 right.
Looking to throw. Huntley. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Come on. 19. Hey,
and they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Trap 60.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Slot man moves right. On first down, Huntley. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. He completes it to Olave. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. The slot man in motion right. A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll go with the keeper. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown.
Adam Troutman,
82 yards.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
60 average, 60 average.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eye.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
7 Pirates!
Operating from the gun. Huntley steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
19 right.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Set.
Following the fumble recovery, Huntley. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And they will start out in really great shape, up close to midfield.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They're all through up in Detroit. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into